All right, what's up, family? Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, the Home Team King, and I have a special guest, two of them, might I add, okay? I have the lovely Lauren, okay?
Hey
All right,
y'all.
and her bestie, Gerald,
Yo,
all right?
yo.
Here to hang out with us, man. And hey, thanks for coming, Lauren.
No
You too,
problem.
Gerald. We really
Thanks for
appreciate
inviting
y'all, man.
us.
Hey, man, this is dope. This is a special edition. Hey, football season's coming up, so like we're rounding off the special editions, and I had to get Lauren on. And hey, real quick, tell the people where you from, Lauren, real quick.
Hey y'all, I'm from PG County, Maryland, aka Pretty Girl
I
County.
love
Y'all know.
it. I love it. So, Gerald, what about you? Where you
I
from?
don't got the spectacular intro from Prince George's County as
All
well.
right, PG County.
Okay.
Hey, look, I was born in DC, raised in PG County. Well, hold on, what high school did you graduate
I
from?
graduated from Oxon Hill High School.
Oxon Hill and Gerald.
Flowers.
Flowers. Okay,
Yeah.
Flowers, Oxon Hill. Much love. So that's great. That's great. So hold on. So real quick, y'all chemistry is what I noticed from Jump Street. First off, I've known you for a while, Lauren, through I run, well, not run, but I helped Greg D'Angelo Entertainment with the hookah. So I met you through Greg, and we just built our relationship through them. But just meeting Gerald, you introduced me to Gerald, and y'all friendship is just amazing. Like, I mean, it's almost like to the point, like I think they have so much chemistry, they could probably have their own show if they really wanted to. You know what I mean? But that's something we can definitely get in the works. But like, just the dynamic of your friendship. How did you guys become friends? If you don't mind me asking.
Yes.
Okay. First, you're not the first person to say that. That's so
Okay.
funny. Everybody be like, "Oh my gosh, y'all chemistry, that is your twin, literally." But we have been friends since elementary school.
Elementary.
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
Hey, that's spectacular. A lot of my friends, I know that we cool, but we not like besties like that. We just, but after a while, you grow apart, but y'all didn't, and that's great, man.
It's
Y'all went to
funny
different high
you
schools
say
too?
that we actually lost contact in like fifth
Yeah.
grade. Yeah. So when we left elementary school, and then we reconnected through a funeral. Sadly, long live Queese, our friend from elementary
Condolences to y'all
school.
No,
family and your
absolutely,
friends,
yeah.
your
Yes.
classmate. Yeah.
So
And it
that,
was deep how it kept us all connected. Even everybody from that class, a lot of people showed up and like showed out for like something, yeah, that was devastating, but it showed how deep like friendship could go and how deep friends can become family and like be
yeah.
there when you need them, even when you might not be there.
Right, no, you only got one set of like real high school friends, like y'all class, even those classes before and after,
Yep.
like y'all still know each other, like y'all can run, you know what I
Right.
mean? So, but so real quick, and is it okay if we just real quick, your friend that passed away, like that's from your high school or from your mutual friend, just give him kind of like a little, I think just a remembrance or something like that. But how did that affect the whole class? Like, how did that affect, and what did you guys do to kind of keep his memory alive, so to speak, if you don't mind me asking?
Good question.
I don't know.
I feel like that day we all got together and they all celebrated. Unfortunately, I had to work after the funeral, so I wasn't able to go. But I will say that that definitely sparked something between all of our friends to kind of stay in touch and hang out a little bit more. Because I do find myself being invited by the people I used to know in the past, so I wasn't really hanging out with before. They're inviting me out now. They're inviting me over. They're reaching out, checking in on me. So it brought us. That's how we're keeping his memory alive by continuing to check on each other because you never know what's going
That's,
on.
I think he would like love that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we do fall. We disappear from each other and things like that. And sometimes it takes someone to bring us. Tragically it was that situation. But hey, I think he's smiling down and just knowing, hey, y'all remember him. So that's great. So real quick, all right. So you're in the bartender industry. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Which we love, right?
We do.
Bartender industry. Now let me ask you a question. It's a lot of misconceptions and a lot of stuff. Hey, you got misconceptions and so everything. What's the biggest misconception that you want the people to know about the bartender industry?
The biggest one that I feel like everybody's gonna say is that everybody thinks it's easy and that all we do is sit there and make drinks all day and talk to people. That is not well. It is what we do. It's a part of our job, but it's so much more. At my job specifically, I host, I serve. I've seen some of my counterparts, coworkers in the kitchen cooking. Like, but not only that, but we're there to provide a service. You know what I'm saying? So there's more to it than just, hey, here's your drink. It's you don't want to come back and see that person. You don't. You you want an experience. You want to feel love when you come in. You want it to feel like a home.
love it.
Yeah.
No, I love it.
So
No,
I would
that's
say
great.
that's the biggest misconception, that it's easy. It's not. There's a lot that goes into it. It's high stress. There's a lot of people calling your name, trying to get you to do something right at that moment, and you can't do everything in the moment. You can't. So please, have some patience for your bartenders out there. Please, we
I
are
love that.
doing our best.
Have a little grace, will you?
Please.
Golly, you're like a bartending insider, so to speak. How long have you been bartending?
I've been bartending for 2 years now.
Okay. No, that's
I've
still.
worked in.
No, you finished. No.
So I've only been in the club / lounge / dive bar. If you all know what that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Now, let me ask you a question. I know sometimes this is kind of off, but before we go to the next question, some of our gentlemen, so to speak, you know what I mean? Even some females too now. The female, like, you know what I mean? When we get a little, and I know, like, you serving drinks and you have fun. Hey, sometimes I see my bartenders, y'all might need a shot dealing with all these daggone patrons sometimes. But, what do you want to tell, anybody who, just for those people, sometimes people don't know, they get a little off kilter when they get to drinking, but you know what I mean? Have you ever had any like horror stories, so to speak, far as, bartending, any stalkers, anything? Because Lauren, you're so beautiful. You know what I mean? And look, Gerald probably be having to fight people all, you know what I'm saying? Gerald ain't nothing but 150, but I already know. I know the feisty was, I know he's still your bodyguard. He will go to town for you, I know, because he loves you to death. But can you if you want to give me a story with you and Gerald, or you want to go, I kind of want to chime Gerald into it too, but if you have a solo one and if you got one with Gerald, we can do both of those.
I have one with Gerald, not related to bartending though.
Okay, all right, let's do the bartender one first, and then we'll go there.
Cool.
You and Gerald.
So bartending, it's actually funny that you say that. So about the stalker, I didn't have a stalker per se, but I did have somebody come to my job. I guess they were a stalker. They came to my job without me knowing, and they got aggressive with me because I wasn't texting back. So that's why I stopped giving out my number as a bartender, because I'm giving out my number so you can say, hey, you at the bar? Oh yeah, come see me.
You're networking, and you
exactly. Thank you.
want to make sure, because that's why I fell in love, just as far as you being my server, because you made me feel so homey, like I knew you forever. You know what I mean? Like you're so nice, you're pleasant, and you don't get good customer service in PG County, might I add. You give great stellar, and you're young. And I get it from a lot of our younger, we're gonna talk about the young generation, Gen X, all that. But like you I feel like you have like that old soul. So, and I think sometimes people will take that kindness for weakness. Some guys will use that, but no, and I guess you want to let people know, no, don't do that. Like that's crazy. No, that's crazy
That
though.
is insane. Luckily, I had people with me that came and got him up out of there. I've also had a crazy story of people just going a little crazy off of drinks. Like you give them 1-2 drinks, and now they're yelling at themselves at the bar. It really gets crazy, y'all.
Hey, look, the bartenders want to make y'all the strongest drinks ever, but can y'all handle it? Be careful what you wish for, all right? Because y'all can't handle it, And then number two, and it's just like you still want to be careful. How about when people are leaving? Like, and I know, most places they all about the money, but like if you see somebody belligerent, of course, like one of those 101s, do y'all call like those Ubers now, or do you kind of like, have you ever had a situation where somebody was just lit, like tore down, and they wanted to get behind the wheel? I've had friends like that. I don't care, I'm good. And then you had to like intervene, like and like just
me and my friends, we do not drive drunk. We are always catching.
Well, one of your patrons, like somebody who serving, and like, do you always call? Like, do you call the Uber? Do you call their wives or sometimes to come get them? Sometimes. So give me a little story about that real quick.
Somebody at the bar.
Time and skills.
I'm not gonna lie, I should have cut off, but they were my good friends, so I was like, no, go ahead. But it got to a point where it was like, okay, how are you getting home again? But luckily, they had already called their friend who came and got them, and they left with them. So I haven't had to call an Uber myself. The only time I had to call was for the guy that was yelling at himself at the bar. And he said he had some people coming to pick him up, but in reality, he didn't have any money.
Nope.
He was going crazy off the drinks, and so we had to call the police officers to come in. They had to call his girlfriend and to come pick him up.
Wow.
Because it got bad. It got really bad.
That's crazy. Hey, name a town where you had to pull your bodyguard out your hat. You know what I mean? Out your back pocket. You know what I mean? Somebody got you twisted, got you all the way screwed, misconstrued.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
I'm about to go on.
No, you good. Go ahead.
They had me twisted in Cabo, Mexico.
You're supposed to be having a tan and having fun, drinking all these Mexican drinks, eating tacos, these special tacos, and you got all this drama. Continue. I'm sorry.
Yes, so we're outside of the club. I just wanted to get my friend a happy birthday sash. I don't know the conversions or the exact math. Let's just say it was $5. I gave him 10. I'm expecting my money back, my change back. Took my money and wasn't even trying to give me the sash.
What the hell they say?
So here I
Said
come
what?
in.
Right.
I
was
jump
just
off the
gonna
bus.
say, go ahead, Gerald.
What did Gerald do?
So I'm seeing her like go through this debacle with the guy with the sash, and I was like, "Oh, look at her trying to be so nice." I walk over to figure out what's going on, and she's just like, "He's not giving me the sash," and I was like, oh, "Okay, can we get the sash?" He's not trying to give me the sash, and then I'm like, oh, "Okay, well, where's your money?" And then the money's in his wallet in his back pocket. So then I'm just like, well, can we get the sash? Can we get the sash? And then we got the sash. We got a couple sashes,
You got a
and we
couple sashes?
also
Keeping
got
it
the money
PG.
too.
Hold on.
We also
No, Gerald. We adults in this joint, man. We straight adults, man. Like no holds barred. What happened?
So,
did you have to put your hand around his dude's
mind
neck?
you,
Did you knock his
absolutely not.
eyeball out his socket? Did you
No.
just rough him off and took all the sashes since he didn't want to give you all? Like, what did you go
So
straight?
you know exactly what I did.
Tell me,
You know
tell me.
exactly what I did. So
Tell
I
me.
took
You
the
ain't gonna catch
sashes,
the charge,
I
man. It
took
was
the
over
wallet,
Mexico.
I
They
took
got
the
no
hat. We took the sashes, wallet, hat, drawers off the fucking body. It's like nah, but we took absolutely every
You made him strip.
because we just needed we needed that little $5
needed
extra
our
change.
money.
That's all we asked in front of the club too, in front of his aunt,
But it was
sister.
way more change than that. That's why it was such a big issue.
It was ridiculous.
It was a lot of change back that I should have got back. And he's forgetting the part where he kept the one sash and threw the rest of them down the street.
All right, because that one wasn't supposed to be part of it.
Sorry, y'all.
No,
I
that
had
was a
to
great
say 'cause
story.
he ate that.
Hey, don't mess with Lauren, man. If Lauren buys something, hey, you that guy in Cabo, if you're watching
Okay.
this, okay?
Okay.
Hey, look, you should have known better, man. You know what I'm saying? You must ain't know where they was from. Don't get Hey, don't get it twisted, all right? Don't get it twisted. We right around with D.C. We ain't that far, so you know what I'm saying? That's the ghetto rubbed off on us a little bit, you know what I mean? Hey, that's great. So real quick. Hey, you know what? Let's switch it to Gerald a little bit. Let's get Gerald involved. Cancel culture. Do you know what cancel culture is, Gerald?
Yeah, I know what cancel
All
culture
right,
is.
you know, basically, when someone does something and that's shunned and you get canceled, like it might be a superstar, it might be a celebrity, a social media socialite or whatever, and you just get canceled. How do you feel about it? Do you think it's good or bad?
Wait, 2 seconds. So I would say I wouldn't say it's good or bad in particular. I would say it is needed to hold people accountable. It is definitely also overused and oversaturated. So if somebody gives an apology in 24 hours, everybody forgets about it, and it's not really as influential as it should be on the matter of accountability and holding people accountable to get somewhere, not just to say they did this bad thing. Now what?
I agree.
Oh, that's good. Sean, man. You want to chime in, Lawrence?
Yeah, I just wanted to say I feel like we say we cancel somebody, but nobody ever gets canceled. People are still supporting. They're still spending their money on them. They go away for a few days and come right back out.
Exactly. So, and I mean, one thing about cancer, and a lot of times, like with social media, we're very, 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 very detrimental in like judging each other, so to speak. And my thing is, you know what? God give everybody grace, man. Who are we to take it away? Sometimes people make mistakes. Now, you got rapists, you got people that like all that. And trust me, I don't condone none of that. However, God still gives them light at the end of the day, gives them time to repent too. So everybody that does something like terrible, and that's to the extreme, you know what I mean? But I don't even want to get in, but basically, give people grace. And sometimes, like I said, people's attention spans are very, very short. Something else, like for instance, when Diddy, now everybody was talking about Diddy a year or two ago, you know what I mean? Now this shit's old, it's died down, you know. Now everybody want to cancel Diddy. Now I know when Diddy come back, he's still gonna probably still have his connections and still, is he really canceled, so to speak? Like, so what is cancel culture really even true? Like, or is it just something like, make believe to a degree, just to kind of ridicule or just to have something to talk about? That's what I think it was about, more just something just to kind of make content. Anyway, I love y'all chime in on that. All right, real quick before we, this saddens me, you know what I mean? So, that's why I would never date Lauren. I love her to death, but we can never, we just gonna have to be cool from this. Because she a Cowboy fan. Why are the pretty girls Cowboy fans? You know what I mean? Like, it sucks, you know what I mean?
The best team.
No, but I'm saying, I don't get it, but Lauren, real quick. So tell the people, you know what I mean? It's football season. NFL season is approaching, it's home team or everything. Where my chain? Now, hand me that Gerald real quick. Hand me that Commander chain real quick. All right, hey, look. All right, listen, I didn't know. Look, y'all, I'm looking at her live. I don't know why I keep looking at that. Hey, listen, it's all about the home team, but, Lauren is my guest. So tell me, when did you fall in love with the Dallas Cowboys?
Before I get started, I just have to say, what does DC stand for?
District of Columbia.
Dallas Cowboys.
Like, hey, look, you-
Because what?
You know, this,
Dallas
you know, it's ain't cancel culture, but we need to cancel every Dallas fan that lives in the DMV. Listen, that's just like you going to Oxon Hill rooting for Sula High School. Like, it makes no sense to me. I'm just saying, you can go see the team, our team here. Why you just come home, Lord? Can you just change? Like, can you just do it for me, for the home team,
It's
for the
in
home
my
team,
blood.
man?
My
It's not in your blood.
grandmother,
Right.
father, mother, brother, they're all Cowboy fans. It's in the family. We were born and raised to be Cowboy fans. I can't go against my people. We love the boys.
You know what? That's why your favorite player, Ezekiel Elliott, don't play for them no more. See? Now, I was hoping you would just leave. Why don't you just go like, I was hoping you would leave and leave, because you told me Ezekiel, when she said that, I immediately like, hold on, you're a Cowboy. Are you one of them? You were out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We were great until I found this out. But anyway, that's good. But so, what's your predictions this season? Y'all have had, we went to the NFC Championship before y'all, like, it's been like 10, 20 years, 30 years for y'all. Y'all haven't even been in 30 years, right? I think. So, we kind of, it's been a little while. And we had a struggling season, too. Y'all did, too. But what's your prediction this year?
We're going to the Super Bowl. We getting that ring, baby. We getting that ring.
Now, the last time y'all got one was 92, right? Well,
Yeah,
94.
you got to clip the
94,
hell out of that. So it's
94,
okay.
94. You know that, right? But it's fine, though. But shout out to Lauryn, man. And, I just had to point that. I'm just really just having a little fun. It's crazy because a lot of my best friends are Cowboy fans. But let me just tell you something. I tricked you. We can never be friends. I was just playing with y'all. I really don't like y'all. Giants. And guess what? We'll see y'all week 2. Are you going to be? I tell you what, Lauren, you know what? I don't know if you're going to come to Dallas week 2. I don't know if it's short notice, and I will see, but definitely the home game. I'm going to invite you to my tailgate. And, you should have a first-class seat to us beating the insubordination out of y'all this season. Because y'all beat us twice last year. They beat us on Christmas last year. So, but yeah, man.
So you know what's going to happen again.
Nah, I hope not, man. I cannot deal with y'all Cowboy fans, man. The day my life went into shambles, I met a Cowboy fan. So real quick, have you ever dated like a Redskin fan? Like, was anybody quit you? I've cut off females for being Cowboy fans, and I liked them, and I knew it wasn't gonna work because they're Cowboy fans, duh, right? But have you ever, as a man, ever cut you over? Have you cut a guy off for being another team? Do you take it that serious? I do. I like really bleed this. You know what time it is.
I don't take it that serious, but the men that do always say, "You gonna be a Commanders fan after this." Just wait.
They don't want to stop talking to you, Lord. Guess what? I'm sticking to my guns, all right? We're going to be friends from a distance. Now, shout out to Lord, man. All right, we back at it. So, real quick, right? So, I love having females. I'm a big sports guy. A lot of my guys, I always interview them, definitely on the sports show, Live from the Field Show, Best Fan Sports Show in the World, Season 2 popping up. We're going to maybe get Lauryn on there, too, since she's a Cowboy fan, definitely, so I can make fun of her when we beat them twice. We're going to run it back-to-back on them. She doesn't believe that, but that's what we're going to do.
Right, we're going to see who laughing.
But the dynamic, so men and women, let's talk about relationships because, I'm single right now. Are you, you don't have to dwell on it, but are you single? Are you engaged? Are you getting married? Are you... You're dating right now. It's great. It's great. Now, let me ask you a question. Is it harder dating, you think, far as just, do you think women, it's harder for y'all to date more than men?
Absolutely. But I think it's a little harder for men to truly fall in love.
Okay.
But I will say that it's harder for women because we have to deal with a lot. So let me just think off the top of my head. I have to deal with the one who said he wanted me but isn't following through with any action. The one who wants me but is obsessed and love bombing me, and it's not going to last past the first 3 months. You also have to deal with people being stuck on their ex. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bash men at all. But what I've come across a lot is a lot of men are in love with somebody else, and they are kind of stuck there. A lot of them are.
Man.
And
Here, Fred Lawrence, telling you first. Go ahead, no, finish, continue, tell us.
They're stuck there, and so it's hard trying to get in and actually create something when that person is kind of stuck still in the past. And I've run into that so much, and it's like I feel like as a woman, I take time to heal in between each person. I take time to really get to know somebody. I want to know you. I want to date you. I truly want to date you. And now, like as a society, it's hard for us to just date one person. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you a lot of times and I'm gonna tell you I hate to say it, but a lot of times with that it's a scarce mind state.
Yeah.
I find that as I got older, when I was younger, like in my 30s, even 20s, I kind of said, you know what, I gotta have my safety net. So I might have my main one, but I need this one. When she get mad, cause she gonna get mad, I'm gonna do something. So we always kind of, and then I'm gonna tell you something about men. It's not that we just want, a lot of times they think we just want one thing, right? And I get it, you know what I mean? But it's, and women, trust me, women are sexually, you know what I mean, thrived as well. But, it's in our nature, unfortunately. I'm just going to say this just as a woman, just from a man aspect. It's in our nature to want to drop our seed. It's in our nature to want to reproduce. No, I'm just saying, it's in God made us that way. Now, did he say go have have sex and have babies with everybody? He did say be fruitful. It's in the Bible. But you know what I mean? I just feel like, back to what you're saying, a lot of people, they have safety nets now, and they just want to talk to a lot of people just to feel just because you never know who that person has, if they're going to cheat or whatever. But I think you said something great. Give people their fair shot. Lauren, if I'm dating you, yeah, I might have some people on my back burner, but guess what? I've already been dealing with them for 4, 5, 6 years, and it ain't turned into jack shit. We ain't married, we ain't been to Cabo and did our vacation, none of that stuff, none of that. So if I date you, just hypothetically speaking, if I date you, I got to give you your fair shot. Because you got to realize you're dealing with a lot of different energy. Right now, you're absorbing my energy.
Right.
I'm absorbing Gerald's energy. We're all having, so you know what I mean? You're absorbing. If you got 3 or 4 energies and you're trying to focus on one person, you can't do that. So I'm going to give you your fair shake. Has it always been like that? Now, in between me doing that and giving fair shakes, do I see other things that I'm attracted to? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. So, and sometimes I play that card. I'm single, so I can do what I want to do. But I think just how important is it, real quick, I don't want to get long on it, how important is it to give people their fair shake through dating, taking that break, taking that time? You know what I mean? It's just giving respect to yourself and even the other person. But how do you feel about just taking that break and just giving people their fair shake? Am I making sense?
You saying a break in between, or you're saying
if me and you just meeting and we just hypothetical, I mean, I love you. Hey, listen, I want. You it, girl. Hey, listen, let's go out. Let's blah, blah. Guess what? If I'm really courting you, after that second or third date, like it's okay. We're courting to a degree. You know what I mean? The first date, that's the kind of to check it out. But that second date, we're kind of courting. Now, do I continue, if I get a call from my ex the next night and I just had a great night with you and we hanging out, like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Hey, what you do? Oh, yeah, I went out on a date. Oh, you went out. Now, some men won't even tell that woman they've been on a date. I ain't doing that. I've been chilling. But see, guess what? That women respect honesty. I had to learn that. I lied to women so much and y'all it was so, you didn't give me my respect. The more I was honest, the more I got the respect. Hey, listen, I went on a date. Oh, yeah, who you going today with? Oh, Lauren, man, she fine as shit, man. Oh, she working the bartender, she do this and that. And she's going to school, she's doing, man, I really like her. Oh, well, I'm glad for you. But somebody going to throw some salt in the game, X, Y, Z. But guess what? Well, I've had that exact thing happen. Hey, when are we going on our date? Oh, we supposed to go on a date. Oh, because I just well, right now I'm kind of courting Lauren right now. I really like Lauren. Oh, so you didn't give me a fair shake. You going to give her I was like, yeah, well, this is a little different. I think I want to give Lauren a fair shake. That right there is man time. And forget men and women, just as a man. That's the best thing you can do. Now, that don't mean, guess what? You might be, whatever. You might have Sarah over here that can, slop it, that do whatever, can X, Y, Z, you know what I mean? And she got a girlfriend that she brings to the table with you, all that. You might want whatever, right? All these enticing things. But at the end of the day, I can still do all that, but I'm not going to try to get into a relationship or anybody. That was a bad example, but I'm not going to try to, I'm actually going to give you your fair shake. If I meet somebody else, then hey, and guess what? If I do meet somebody else that I'm like, I don't know, now I got to pick. Right. Hey, Lauren, yeah, I went on a date. Guess what? You might call me where you at. Or what you doing? I'm out with a friend. Oh, who? A little date. That's it. Be honest.
Be honest. So now I understand.
You're not going to stop dating me. You're not going to curry me.
But I'm gonna start dating other people.
Yeah, of course. Okay. But that's what I think about men. I think we need to, let me tell you something. One thing, you can't stop being what they call, I remember back in the day, I was a little old, but you remember the song Bugaboo. I want to, you a bugaboo. Hey, I used to flip it when girls used to say that to us. I used to be like, hey, girl, you acting like a bugaboo. They would flip because they know what that means. I know you, anyway, but like, I'm going to tell you something. Let her talk to other men. If you ain't got no ring on, if you ain't put that ring on her finger, and hey, listen, I speak things that I actually do. I don't tell people to do stuff that I don't do, y'all. If you ain't got no ring on her finger, let her date other men. Yeah. Let her experience other men. One thing about women, they want to experience more than one man. Let's just be clear, because you know why? They have to make sure you that one.
Yes.
And that's just in their nature. Guess what? It's in our nature too. We got to make sure she gonna make sure she cooking, make sure she do everything else, morning, noon, and night. I need my everything, and twice on Sunday, and do all of that. So I got to make sure. So I might test this one. I'm telling my son, he's 19. Date. He gets one girl he likes. Oh, she didn't pick up the phone. She was out with friends, bro. You need to date more people so you don't really be all caught up in that. You know what I mean? But anyway, am I making sense? I don't want to get along with it.
People want their cake and people want to have their cake and eat it too. However the saying go.
Pretty
they
much.
do.
Anyway, let's change subject because we could be talking about this is a whole nother story. I gotta come on, y'all. Anyway, we might have to come. You might have to come back, and we might have to talk about it. So real quick, let's go down the line. So, music wise, I'm really influenced on music. I love music. You know what I mean? I'm not a rapper, but I'm not one of these rap. All right, now I'm just playing with you, but I do love rap music. I love hip hop. I love gospel. What kind of music influenced you, Lauren?
I'm gonna say pop, alternative R&B, and rap music, of course. You know that get money music.
Gerald.
But
my fault. Go get my fault.
ahead,
Were you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Sorry about that.
I
Gerald.
say all type of music, any type of innovative music, new music, a new sound.
All right.
That's a great answer.
Cool. No, so I'm I have something in the works. I ain't gonna put it out too much, but I have something I'm working on. But it's kind of surrounded by 80s baby because I'm an 80s baby. I was born in '82. 90s raised me because I grew up on the 90s. That's why I love Raising Kanan. I love certain backdrops of movies from the 90s. But give me a 90s artist that you listen to maybe today if you had one.
Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
Toni Braxton is my go-to.
Oh, I love Toni Braxton. She's
for
from here
karaoke.
too.
Yeah.
She went to my mom's school too, by the way. What's your favorite Toni Braxton song?
Unbreak My Heart.
Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again. Undo. Anyway, go ahead. I can't say it. I ain't even an alto. I'm definitely not a soprano. Anyway, but no, Toni Braxton. Name the other one. I know you said one more.
Who else? Oh, Lauryn Hill. Of
Lauryn Hill.
course.
Lauryn Hill. All right, cool. All right, look, real quick. Let me go switch to Gerald real quick. Top 5 rappers, Gerald. Go ahead. I'll give you mine out there, but you top 5. I switched mine from a couple of months ago. But anyway, you give me your top 5. Let's go.
Literally, right now, like just going off the top of my head, who I can remember. I say like Destroy Lonely, Rico Nasty.
Okay.
My girl. She from here too.
Rico Nasty.
Of
Rico
course.
Nasty.
Of course, Nicki Minaj.
Nikki.
The queen.
Nikki got balls. I ain't gonna front.
One more. Let me give it.
You got 2 more.
NBA Youngboy.
NBA Youngboy.
yeah,
One more. I
yeah,
think you have missing. One more.
Biggie.
Biggie.
Oh.
Boom. Oh, you know about Biggie? All right, cool. All right, ready to die? Who shot you? Anyway, don't get me rapping.
Still talking about rappers. Can I little freestyle? Can we get a little freestyle
You want a freestyle from me?
from you? Just a little. I know you're not a rapper, but you
Y'all want me free? I don't think Skills want me to do that. I don't think Skills want me to do that. Next time, hey, I be rapping all the time. They don't want me to do that. Hold on, what?
He said, hell no.
What? Hey, Skills, don't disrespect. Hey, you know when people tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna do it. I'll spare you. All right, let me see my questions. Skills. I got you, bro. I save face right now. All right, so real quick, before we go into the end it out, I'm gonna go into my game, this new game I have. I'm gonna say a name, and you give me your first reaction and how you feel about it. But first, I want to talk about this. I'm gonna swing it to Gerald a little bit. Closed-minded individuals versus understanding and gaining knowledge on people, places, and things. All right, now, Gerald, far as in mind, what do you consider? I was talking to you, and I know you consider yourself an open man, so to speak. Some people say bi, so to speak. But tell the people, far as in your terms, what is your definition of bi/open?
So my definition of bi/open, this is just by like textbook definition. I'm pretty like logical on like labels. So I would say bi would be a male or female that's into male and female. Okay. And then open is a person, place, or thing. I don't know, whatever you want to label yourself as.
Time skills. Go ahead.
And they're just open to any type of relationship with any person.
Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. All right, that's cool. What about you, far as with just what's your definition? Let's back up. Closed-minded individuals and understanding. One thing about me, I don't like closed-minded individuals. You know what I'm saying? My life changed when I was a little bit more open-minded, like looking at things from different aspects. And sometimes we judge people You know what I mean? People see me, they judge me, they see me dressing up in this school. Who's this wacky motherfucker? This Bama motherfucker. What the fuck is he doing? But you know what I mean? But once people, then sometimes people get to know me, it's like, okay, well, sometimes like I'm intense with my personality. Sometimes I'm like, you know, sometimes, especially if I get to know you, you know what I'm saying? I really feel comfortable with you. But, you know, sometimes that's too much for people. And then sometimes people find out, man, you know what? You just cool. You're just a little intense. You know what I mean? Closed-minded versus understanding. What do you consider yourself, more of a closed-minded or understanding individual?
Understanding for sure. I feel like life is about learning, so I'm constantly learning, open to new information, new types of people, things I've never seen before. I'm open-minded for sure.
Okay. Joe, does anything you want to tell the people just far as like how just your experiences just with closed-minded individuals versus understanding individuals?
Being closed-minded gets you no money.
No money.
If you don't want any money, then continuously be closed-minded. Because guess what? The people who are making the money are innovative. They didn't have anybody to tell them these ideas that made them millions of dollars. And yes, they started nowhere, just like you, which also started them somewhere.
Speaking, bro.
In order to get them to where they need to go.
True.
So definitely just listen and open your mind to any type of knowledge that you could gain, good, wrong, or indifferent. Open your ears.
I love that.
Open your ears.
I love that. All right, cool. So real quick, before we wrap up, let's go. I'm going to say a name, a person, place, a thing, and you just give me your reaction to it, okay? I might just go between both of you. Is that all right?
Okay, man.
All right, so real quick. Oh, my goodness. Ezekiel Elliott.
What is it? Crop top, eating cereal.
All right, that was funny. All right, that was cool.
Fine.
That was cool. All right, one more for you, since Ezekiel Elliott, Missy Elliott, since I love the 90s, you know, that's what.
It's yours to get the man here.
Oh, you know my
No,
favorite.
icon legend. What you got to say?
Ooh, suck it to me like you want. Ooh. She can take it like a pro. You're out. I don't know if I want to say that kind of weird. Anyway, she can take it like a pro. Anyway, I love that. Hey, Missy had the best songs, and she's a dope. All right, so real quick. All right, Gerald, your turn. South Africa. What do you think when you say South?
Motherland.
The motherland. I think of Shaka Zulu. I think of I want to go there. Y'all want to go to South Africa?
Yeah.
I'm going to take y'all with me. I got to go to South Africa. We got to go.
We hold you to that.
All right, let's go. All right, Gerald, one more. Dr. Umar. When I say Dr. Umar, what comes to your mind?
Embarrassing.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
Well, Dr. Umar, he said it, man. That'd be. All right, cool. We'll leave it right there. All right, Lauren.
Yes.
When I say the name Drake, what do you think when I say
Drake. Iceman, Birkins, Chanel's, Peach Bellinis.
Man,
Oh, wow.
making Drake sound real feminine a little bit, but it's cool though.
Oh, sorry, right,
You like that
Drake.
stuff?
He
Some
didn't
people
go.
like it's fine. I'm not judging, but I'm like, damn. What about the battle, the Kendrick Lamar,
Oh,
the
right.
Bravado? You know what I mean? Anyway, it's all good. All right, real quick. Oh, my fault. We're gonna skip over real quick because we're just running a little time. All right, TikTok. When I say TikTok, Lauren, think about TikTok.
I think about shaking hips, but I think about the future. I love TikTok. I think it's very innovative. It's great for everything. It's just a lot of scams, ads, and nonsense on there. So definitely fact check, but I love TikTok.
TikTok's better than Instagram, by the way. And
sure.
I think so. Joe, I'm gonna switch
Camera
to
better,
Streamer University. When I say that, because this is a Streamer University thing, what do you think when I say that?
Streamer University is lit as hell, and that shit is the biggest moneymaker right now.
For
no lie.
real.
It's just like where it's at, for sure. Streaming.
All right, look, you heard it from Joe. Hey, look, this was great, man. Look, I can have them on forever. Hey, Lauren, tell the people where to find you on your Instagram and everything, and we're gonna sign
Yes,
out, man.
y'all. Follow me on Instagram. It's Lauren, but it's 2 A's and 2 Y's, so LAAURYYN on Instagram. TikTok, my TikTok is Moneylow, so MONEYYLO. Follow me, y'all. Come check me out. We got some more stuff coming.
And it's your boy Anarchy Archive, A.Anarchy Archive, and that's gonna be on Instagram. You can find my rest of my socials there as well.
All right, man. And we out live from the field show. I'm your host, the home team, King Special Edition, baby. Let's go.